What is up, guys? This is HydroxideAnt, and welcome to the Stanley Parable
This
Let's
is the
Play.
story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number
Stanley.
427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
It's perfect for him.
And Stanley was happy.
Oh, happy's so nice.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Peculiar?
Something that would forever change Stanley.
Oh no.
Something he would never quite forget.
No.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
He seems very wise, so I'm going to step out of my office. But just want to say something real quick. This game is a remake of...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
You behind this? Alright guys, this is a really interesting, fun game. You guys are really going to enjoy this. I know I'm going to enjoy playing this, so I'm going to stop talking and let's continue the game. Okay. I guess we're going here. Hello? Okay, let's keep going. This must be the right way. Okay, two doors.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
On my left. Whew, this is a lot of pressure. Okay, left.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ah, yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Beautiful room. This is amazing. You know, if I ever had an employee lounge, you'd probably look nothing.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
It is. It was totally worth it.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
But there's a chair in there. This guy sounds wise, so I'm gonna go this way.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
There's a button. Oh, this is such a hard choice. But can't decide. Okay. Button, door. Button. I will see you later. Down's not good. No, if it was up, I'd go. Up is good. Down is not. So, this way? No, this is open.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, seriously, there's a whiteboard manager? Can I get that job? Okay, let's see. Okay, so... I guess this is, okay, using... Oh, whoa, everyone is unique. You most of all. Yes, I am. I like this game. Okay.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Oh, yeah. I was just, Ow, ow. Stupid door attacking me.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, I can go up. Uh-oh. Going backwards. Oh, skills. Okay, boss. Boss. Is this you? Executive bathroom. That's what my boss would be. Oh, well. This is, secretary lady. Oh. Can I hear you? But it's double door.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh, what was the last number? 3? No. Jeez. Okay.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. Okay, loading. There's a loading screen. Okay. Perfect. I love loading screens.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Peculiar?
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
My job is
Why did he
terrible.
feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mind control facility? Or escape? Honestly, it looks like a 3-year-old drew that, so I'm gonna go this way. 3-year-olds don't know how to get out of places.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Whoa. That's awesome. Do I get to press another button? Button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen,
No
and
one in any
Stanley,
of them.
one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What is going on here? This is a lot darker. What? I wasn't expecting any of this.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Wow, this is... What?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
can't
it.
accept
His
this!
own life in someone else's control? Never.
got really
It
high
was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Am I going to? I guess. I mean... Big button. What's the button? Oh, I can't press that button. What is a nice button? Oh well, that's fine. Alright, 5. Okay, maybe the 5 buttons isn't too much. Okay. Okay. Mind control, idle, waiting. Waiting input. Okay.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
He's right. Is he? Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't expect that to happen. Well... Hello? Is that it?
Blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
Was it over?
Is it over?
Yes. He had won.
I win!
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even
Whoa.
power that he had been seeking,
Okay.
but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
That's beautiful.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Wow.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Wow, that was beautiful, guys. That was amazing. Beat the game. Okay. The end is never the end. Okay. Well, alright guys, this is where we're going to end it here. This was version 1. We are going to play more versions of this game, because this is a game of choices, and choices make different endings. This is ending 1. This will be uploaded. I will also upload ending 2, 3, how many I get. I will. So, thank you guys for watching. As always, all I have to say, have a nice day. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you're new. Don't ever miss a video. Follow me on Twitter. Like the Facebook page, HydroxideAnt. Look it up. And just see you later, guys. Thanks for watching.